It's looking good. I'm recording.
Okay, how's it, bro? How you doing?
Well, are you, Michael? Are you ready to hear all the latest Karatbars news?
Yeah, I am, because I tried to read some of the news and I got so lost. So I'd love somebody to break it down for me, to be honest.
Great stuff. So that's what we'll be doing. For those of you who don't know us, myself, Enrico Hanekom, and an independent affiliate to Karatbars International. I'm also a neuro coach, helping people with their mindsets in order to change their life. So if you change your mindset, you change your life. And all the way from Paris, France, we have...
Yeah, I'm Michael Morley. I have been following on this purchasing in gold and buying cryptocurrency, and I've learned a lot from Enrico. So we're glad to share this with you. If you guys are new to this page, we do have a Facebook page as well called Liquid Gold. Go ahead, like that page. There's a link at the top of our page as well. And follow what we're doing, because we're just sharing information about mostly Karatbars, but also about cryptocurrency and other interesting things that are out there. So be sure to like and subscribe.
Absolutely, Michael. So I'll play a video in between the sound. This is the new WHIM voice over blockchain laptop. Can you see the video?
There's no sound, but I can see it, yeah.
That's fine. We'll have a chat. So it's a metal frame with 90% more gold. Pretty slick, eh?
Yeah, it is pretty slick.
So that's a hardware switch that switches off your microphone and your video camera, right? And you have the same hardware private key then with the Impulse K1 phone. So this is interesting, the secondary display.
Yeah, on the back end.
Yeah. Fingerprint reader. On having other models. But what is very, very interesting here is where they are going with this.
Yeah, where they're going with it is really interesting, because a lot of the techniques that are incorporated into like a standard feature in this laptop are techniques that just are so unheard of, almost like you hear of it on high level hacking, you know, where people manually disable their microphones and manually disable the cameras and have you know, override and security of this level. It's not on your average day-to-day laptop. Like my laptop and your laptop, we don't have this kind of encryption and safety at all.
Yeah,
it's really interesting from that perspective.
And especially the WHIM standard is a very high-end safety protocol that they have on both the K1 Impulse phone and this laptop, and of course the private keys is the same.
The private key, that's the other thing with the phone. You're going to be able to swap that key, which makes it interesting. You'll be able to take it out of your phone straight into here. So that's another interesting part about it as well.
So in this latest package, you can purchase the phone together with the
I saw that, the double package. What is that advertisement coupon for K Exchange? What is that?
That also really intrigued me. On the first package, you have a 500 euro.
Yeah, coupon. And then on this one, you got 2,000 there.
And here you have a 2,000 euro coupon. Before we get into that, what I do want to tell you is the information that's not publicly available about these packages, right, is that and I hope I'm not disclosing something sensitive here, but it is available to us as affiliates. The purchaser will also get €5,200 value in KCB tokens,
Oh, yeah?
plus 100% bonus immediately in terms of tokens. So you will get, let's say you purchase this package, you will get €10,400 value in KBC tokens that, KCB tokens that normally sell for 14 cents in the euro. So that is pretty amazing, and bundled together with this and your VIP status if you are earning commissions in the affiliate business. So this is absolutely the flagship package, that everyone wants. If you're from South Africa, you would be limited to, you will not be able to spend €5,200 on a card. So you would need to first buy Ethereum or Bitcoin, and then through the checkout process, you can purchase, you can pay with Ethereum through K-Merchant. So this is really, really awesome package. If you are an affiliate and you sell this, you introduce someone to this package, you will also earn 100% in KCB tokens, right? So going back to what you asked, you wonder what this advertisement...
No, I wondered what it was. Advertisement coupon for K.
Yeah. There's not much information about that.
No, it isn't.
So whatever I tell you now is speculation. But K Exchange is the platform where businesses can register, and they are authorized by Karatbars to sell or exchange, buy and sell cash gold, right? Now, K-Merchant has become a very, very important element in the whole ecosystem. And that was my gut feel from the beginning, is that K-Merchant, which is the payment application or the payment merchant. Actually, let's look at a video of K-Merchant and how that works.
Let's have a look at some information on K-Merchant.
And then let's see if we can piece together what this is about.
Every day, more people are learning about blockchain and buying cryptocurrency. Until now, the problem for consumers has been where to spend it. Retailers have been reluctant to accept cryptocurrency due to its volatile nature. Who wants to get paid for something and lose money on the sale, right? Thanks to the brains at Karatbars International, this problem has been solved with the revolutionary K-Merchant software. Let's look at how it works. Bob has some cryptocurrency and wants to buy a new car. So he goes to his local dealership, who's decided to use K-Merchant. The software is free to install on any iOS or Android device and comes with a range of plugins or an API for online sellers. So Bob picks his car and pays with his coins. Easy. The dealership chooses whether to accept the cryptocurrency or, and this is what's new, instantly turn it into his local fiat currency, which means he has no cash flow or volatility issues. An instant transaction with no cost for the buyer or seller. So how can it be free? K-Merchant doesn't need to charge Bob or the dealership anything because K-Merchant generates business income with AI trading on their associated exchanges, which are linked into the software. In simple terms, there are no costs for installation, no fees to be paid, and zero risk for the business. K-Merchant even offers free advertising on a global online map. Now, any business in the world can accept cryptocurrency, and anyone can spend it. The vehicle for mass adoption has arrived.
Does that mean you can accept any cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency acceptance point in your town. Click the link under this video.
Just say again, Michael.
So essentially that means you can accept any cryptocurrency, not just KBC and KCBs.
I'm not sure what the development plan is. Currently, we can accept through K-Merchant Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yeah.
In fact, I haven't checked lately. If we check out, we have some payment options within Karatbars. They are using K-Merchant as one of the payment options, as any business could. Now, let me just skip this. I just want to get to
payment.
The place. So you see, you can use Karat Pay, which is the internal gold-based payment system. credit or debit card, and then we have K Merchant, which currently supports
Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah. So in theory, you could then.
I think there would be development plans as to, what this would be the start. Those are the two tokens of choice when you're transacting as Bitcoin or Ethereum. Personally, I like Ethereum. It's faster, it's cheaper, it's not as volatile, so it's more of a workhorse for transactions. But so what they also said is that you will be able to advertise on a global map. Okay, so for me there must be a link between K Exchange and K Merchant, right? Where we will be able to make exchanges and transact. And in the future, in all the marketing, Karatbars mentioned that you will also be able to pay in crypto gold, right? So I'm imagining that this is really speculation. I cannot, but I'm imagining this is where the ecosystem is going, that we will also be able to pay in crypto gold with whatever they call it after the hard fork, with ABC mainnet or gold standard coin or whatever they want to call it. So that is very interesting. Now, if you go back to the package that we looked at, let me just go back to it. What does it then mean to advertise on the K Exchange platform? So it looks like this is becoming like a business tool within our, let's call it our gold economy, right? So, but K Merchant is very, very interesting in the fact that we can transact, so the company or the shop owner can accept cryptocurrency payments even if he doesn't like cryptocurrencies, because he can in the back office choose whether he wants the cryptocurrency or whether he actually wants the fiat money paid out.
Yeah.
Currently, you can select from more than 150 currencies, including rands, euros, whatever the case may be. So that is a very cool. And then I want to hop on to, and we'll get clarification on this as we move along. But for now, I'm just planting the seed, so to speak. They also published, and once you are registered with Karatbars, as normally we have these registration links under our videos. If someone else referred to this video, please get in contact with them that they can help you to register. With Karatbars, the accounts are free until you, of course, start making your purchases, whether you're saving in gold, whether you are buying some of the products or some of the basic tokens. That is up to you how you go about it. So in your back office, and where you find it is normally under general downloads English, we have just seen what's been released from 15 September. They have this WHIM incentive, and it runs all the way up to 15 December. If I'm speaking under correction, that is my understanding. Where the company is incentivizing affiliates to promote and sell these packages. But not also that, they have a massive drive for companies to register with K Merchant. Okay, so K Merchant will become the new PayPal. But in this case, we can pay in cryptocurrency, hopefully soon in crypto gold, and it's free. There's no transaction cost. So just talk about no transaction cost. The first time I heard no transaction cost to the customer or to the business, I thought it's impossible, because I know the blockchain, we do have a small transaction fee. There's no way that you can get away from transaction costs, right?
Yeah.
Michael, I'm hearing like a noise on your side. Sounds like a...
Oh, it's raining here, mate. Yeah.
It's rain.
Yeah, it's pouring. If I show you, like you look out my windows, it's coming down pretty hard.
Nice. Okay, that's what I'm hearing.
It's probably one of the drips outside here.
Yeah. So how does it work then? how can they make, how can they do cryptocurrency transactions? And we know there is a small fee in the blockchain. How can they go and say zero cost? Zero cost. I thought, what is up with this? And when the whole corporate team was here in Cape Town a few months ago, and I met the whole team, Video Thomas, the technical head, actually went on stage and he described how this works. So I don't know if you're familiar with the concept of arbitrage trading.
Yeah.
So just for our viewers, for those who don't understand it, is let's say I take 100 rands and I go to Absa Bank here in South Africa and buy the dollar at 15 rand. And I go across the street to FNB, another bank, and at their forex, I can sell my dollar for 16 rand. You know, I make a little profit based on the difference in exchange rates.
Yeah, they do it with cryptocurrency as well now.
True. I mean, crypto is ideal for that because we have
thousands of exchanges.
And these exchanges are digital and they have APIs where one piece of software can speak to another piece of software. So what KMerchant does in the background, they have an artificially intelligent server that takes the transaction, looks for arbitrage trading opportunities, does a few low-risk trades to generate a little profit of a few percent. That profit is then the transaction fee that is used to pay for the transactions, plus the affiliate who referred the business to KMerchant as a payment application will earn, I think it's about a 1%, 50% of 1% on every single transaction for a life.
It's crazy, eh? I just signed up to KMerchant. I haven't used it or used its facilities. I've just been trying to get everything sorted. I got my business KYC documents sorted. It took a bit of time. It wasn't instant, but I'm glad it's up and running now. I just don't know what to do with it yet. I haven't quite. I'm like, okay, I've got to this point. What am I gonna build into this feature? But it's really interesting. Like the thought of being able, like, it's when you think of how interesting it is, you just need to look at China now. China is like one of the biggest mobile payment providing countries where it's natural for them. If you go in like somewhere like China and you walk around with most of them are paying with their phone now. It's how they work in that country, and that change happened over like a year. So that's going to catch up with the rest of the world so quickly.
What is happening in the world in terms of mass adoption to cryptocurrencies is that Facebook announced Libra. They will soon, in next year, they will have Libra, and you can do most anything with Libra. New Zealand is now accepting cryptocurrency payments to pay salaries for employees. There are many heads of state and governments that are looking at gold-based cryptocurrencies. So, there's so many projects. If you look at the cryptocurrency news, or let's call it blockchain-based news, you cannot keep up with the amount of developments. So
it's happening so fast. Fast. We've got the ATMs, but then you see that it's around the world. It's massive. This cryptocurrency adoption, and in different places, it's different rules, and it's really interesting. Really interesting, actually.
Man, I've got a big surprise for you because I know you like cars, but we will get to that in a minute. I'll show you some super cars and how that relates. Now, with KMerchant, you have the opportunity, Michael, to the businesses that you deal with. You work with businesses, but even whenever you are paying at the moment in fiat currency, you can ask them, listen, we are part of a new global economy, and very soon everyone would want to pay in cryptocurrency. So let me help you set up a free account with KMerchant. I would like to pay in cryptocurrency, and we have a whole community of people who would like to pay in cryptocurrency. And even if you don't like crypto, you can still get it in your rands or your euros or whatever. So let me show you what Karatbars is doing to incentivize exactly that. In K Merchant, it's already up and running. It's working.
So, like I get it. For you and I, it's very simple. We understand it. But explain to the people here who are watching how exactly this would work. Because it's when you realize it, it's actually so simple. I mean, you would just literally have whatever wallet you had. So it didn't even have to be a KBC wallet. It could be a wallet from Free Wallet. It could be a wallet from Coinbase. As long as you had Bitcoin in there, which could be your salaries Bitcoin, you could literally come and pay by just scanning that QR code. That's essentially what would happen. You could scan that scan the QR code and pay for your purchase. And you could do that on your app instantly, instantly without any charges. That's basically what they're proposing. And when you realize the magnitude of that, like this is second nature in China. They do this every day. They pay like this. They don't carry cash. It's normal, and it will become normal worldwide very soon. This is a way to adopt this now and take it up that will work, that can allow you to purchase and have that in gold savings, Bitcoin savings, Ethereum savings, pounds, euros, dollars, whatever you feel like keeping. It's amazing. It is amazing.
It's very easy to use. Remember, if you do a cryptocurrency transaction, it cannot be reversed. Cannot be reversed. So people think cryptocurrencies are fraudulent. It's a total misconception. The safest money out there is cryptocurrency because it's in the blockchain. It's not in a wallet. Your wallet is the interface to the blockchain.
Yeah, it's like giving a piece of gold. Like if I came to you and I said to you, Henrico, give me that Ferrari or whatever, and you're like, Michael, give me 2 kilos or 3 kilos or whatever of gold for this, and I just gave it to you. You're gonna go and sell that gold and do something. I can't bring the Ferrari back and say, give me my 3 kilos. You know what I mean? It's the same with cash, and it's the same with anything. But credit card made that rule where you can return, and people got used to that rule, thinking, "Oh, I've got my return policy. I can." And that was a mistake by Visa. We all know it now. Yeah. Businesses know it. Yeah. The consumer doesn't see it, but businesses know it, and that's why a lot of people don't even want to accept Visa now.
Yeah, it opens up to a lot of potential
headaches. Yeah.
Let me show you the thing that I think you'll appreciate most, since you like cars. The company is now doing a massive drive. Karatbars International, a massive drive for people to get into this, to get on board, get on the bus that we are talking about. It's probably a train rather than a bus. So they have an incentive challenge right now. We look at the requirements, right? Register 10 UK merchants. In other words, help 10 businesses to accept payments in cryptocurrency, set up free accounts, won't pay transaction costs. It's a no-brainer to any business owner. And then have a turnover of 15 euros. I'm not sure if that is per account. I would imagine that. And so I'm just going to skip forward. I want to show you it. There's also a next level. They call it the top seller challenge, where you introduce a minimum of 30K merchants, get them KYC approved, 15 euro turnover, and a minimum of 35,000.
Okay, so let's open up a new division. Damn, that's crazy, man.
Wow. Now look at the. It says here, out of all achievers of the given requirements, the top 10 in direct sales will receive the following prices. So between number 7 and 10, you will receive KCB tokens from 10,000 to 100,000 KCB tokens. Now that is already a huge value. If you think they valued last year, they've been valued at 14 cents in the euro. Make the calculation, the value will probably go up. If you rank number 6, there's a Rolex gold and steel watch. Number 5, there's a golden Rolex watch. Number 4, the Porsche Boxster S Cabriolet. Right? I don't know if you know the value.
Was that 2020 model or 2019?
I would imagine that it's fairly new. That's probably new.
It
Whether
looks
it's
new. Eh?
registered in 2019 or I'm not sure.
That's mad.
Rank number 3, you have to calculate in the back of your mind here what the value is, what we're talking about here. Aston Martin vintage.
102,000 euros. Let's just say, if they got it at a good deal, it's Karatbars, they probably got connections to buy that car at a good deal from, I mean.
And this is a beautiful, it's like, and it's classic looking, it's really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably Harold Seitz's third car or something, dude. That guy's got so many nice cars, dude.
Dude, it gets better. Rank 2.
Wow. Now that I would go for.
I have never seen this Ferrari before.
No, but it's nice, eh? I've never seen it in life, up close.
Oh, you're aware of it?
Yeah, it's very rare.
Ferrari Portofino Cabriolet. It's beautiful. It's really like beautiful curves and
super nice, eh?
Yeah. And then rank number 1,
Hurricane Spider.
Yeah, that is a mean machine, eh? Like, what are we talking about there in terms of value?
Well, a Hurricane now. Let me have a look. I can tell you. Just look on Auto Trader. I can see what a second-hand Hurricane. You're looking maybe 300,000, but I'd say 200,000. It's a lot, eh? It's a lot of cash.
Yeah. That's in euros, eh?
Yeah, that's probably in euros or in pounds.
In rands, my eyes would tear up.
Yeah, in rands, it's over a couple of million. Maybe talking 5 million or something like that. Eh? So, yeah.
I think I looked at a price more than 6 million around there. It is.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of money. A heck of a lot of money in South Africa. That's why you don't see these cars unless you like in Rivonia, where I grew up in that area, so these cars are things we saw on Rivonia Boulevard daily. But these cars are very rare in South Africa. You go somewhere out in the Eastern Cape or Western Cape, you're not going to see a Lamborghini. It's a very, very rare car. So it's mad that they're going to give that away. So they're giving that away for first position. So what's that top performing affiliate, basically?
Correct. And you know what, Michael? On the Cape Town event, they've given some, I think, 2 or 3 luxury vehicles. Those were high-end Mercedes on a similar incentive. Now they've just upped the ante totally, And at the Karatbars event in Cape Town, they literally just drove the vehicles in front of the stage and they handed it over to the winners,
Yeah.
No mess, no fuss. So that's the other thing here is you would not want to miss the upcoming event.
But a car like this is nothing to Karatbars. You're talking 100-something billion. You know what I mean?
It's small change. Eh?
It's small change. It's small change, dude.
But
I know to you and I, we're like, whoa, a Lamborghini Huracan Spider. But I mean, to someone like Harold Seitz, that's like, he doesn't care about the Huracan Spider. He drives a Rolls Royce, man, with the little LEDs in the roof. This is a,
I think for what I hear from many people that are beginning to become financially free and have a financial means that they in the past haven't had, it goes beyond. These things are really nice, the houses and the cars, all the bling and all of that, but it goes beyond that. If you hear Harold Seitz, he doesn't speak about cars. He speaks about.
For me, I wouldn't want to be first to win the car. I'd want to be first just purely to be the number one. Maybe even if I got to first, I would drive it. Of course, I'd drive it there. But it wouldn't be. I wouldn't do it for the car. I would just want to be have that achievement level. But it's putting yourself up against some major sellers. I mean, there's some guys online here that they can definitely sell the heck out of WHIM packages. I know that for sure.
Think about the bigger picture. Yes, we have a team of more than 600,000 affiliates. The Karatbars has taken the start.
So it's 1 in 600,000 chance.
But now everyone is incentivized to
go for it.
to make this happen. So it's a massive, massive drive that we will, in any ways, whether you win one of these ranks or not, we will in any way be.
Would you have it in black, that car? So
You won't even see it in the tar road, no?
Yeah, a lot of polish, dude. A lot of polishing.
So that's a great incentive. We have 600,000 affiliates plus working towards this, taking K Merchant to mass adoption, and it could very possibly become the next PayPal.
If you were, let's say if you were to reach, 30 new signups to K Merchant, and you managed to sell 30 people on the WHIM 5,000 package, all right, which is the laptop and phone, and sign up to K Merchant because you're getting your bundle of 2,000. I mean, it's a realistic purchase for a business that wants to have a new terminal. Yeah.
Yeah.
To sell 30 of that, so 30 times 5,200. What's that calculation? Let's have a look.
That's 75 already. If
you would have near enough. Yeah, so let me just make sure that I got this calculation.
So your total sales must be at least 35,000. So that would be less than, depending on the package, less than 10.
Well, it would be, because if you did K Merchant, so if you did the 5,000, so that's 30 K Merchant accounts, so that's 30 WHIMs that you sold, say for instance, so 30 times 5,200. So if you sold,
wait, this is separate. So
that would be 156,000 euros, which means
wait a minute. You must look at them separately. So 30 K Merchant accounts, each with a minimum 50 euro turnover. So it means
it's not.
And then on top of that, a 35,000 turnover of WHIM package sales. So the WHIM package.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let's say you did that, 30 K Merchant signups, which all purchased a WHIM package of 5,200. It would be 30 times 5,200, which is 156,000 pounds or euros, or it's euros here, which is well over 35,000 direct turnover in WHIM packages. So if you sold all 30, if you sold 10 of those and still got 30 K Merchant signups, you'd be well on your way towards this. But the part that's amazing is that the commission you would get is that exact number, 156,000 euros commission
in KCB tokens. And the cool thing is you can probably package this for a business as a future ready
the sign up with the computer and the phone ready to go.
Yes, and
a mobile crypto business ready for you, and you could build this in, like, if you were really smart and you were really thinking about how am I going to do that, you could build this into your marketing clients' marketing budget and be like, it's part of the new website package, or if you're doing website or affiliated websites, you could change the payment merchant from PayPal or whatever the payment merchant is, and then directly link it to sell them the 5,000 package and make it part of your package you sell your clients.
That would be amazing, so we can get creative in terms of how we
and then even charge them for the work you do directly on K Merchant.
Yeah, and you can, as their sponsor, you can support them in making it happen.
And
you don't even have to replace a PayPal. You can just add the option.
Add this option.
Okay, so this is awesome, but let's move on to some of the other news. I always encourage people to go and check their back office. So under general and latest news, you will see all the latest news that you need to take note of. And this is the news that you can react on. You don't the stuff on social media are many times just opinions. But you'll see this one from 19th September, the latest news from Amsterdam event. So if we look at this, we spoke about the WHIM laptop incentive, and we haven't spoken about KCB. The fact that the ICO end date, which was supposed to be in September, has been postponed to the 15th of December when the market will also take place.
What was the reason for that? Did they say at the Amsterdam event or anything? Or is that just the information we have now?
I'm not sure as to what the reason is, but the benefits that I do see in that, it gives us more time to buy the tokens at the undervalued price. It gives us more time to introduce more people to the system. It gives the KBC price, that's now already on 15 exchanges, more time to mature its value before we go into that hard fork. So all in all, I see that as a really good thing. And think about this. The Karatbars ecosystem is rolling out as we speak. I've seen some of the ATMs being shipped. The phones are shipped any time now within the next few weeks. So we are on the edge of this being very
when the phones come out, it's going to be really interesting. People start
in the hands of people. Now, an ICO is normally a future promise to say you can now buy this thing, and one day soon we will be making, this is the value proposition. Now we've brought those two together. The promise is being realized of the ecosystem, but we can still buy the token at ICO value. So for me, this is, I'm very happy with this 15, 16 December. Now, the other bit of news is that CaratNet is already live. It started on Sunday the 15th. And remember that CaratNet or mainnet is our, call it, you know, for someone who is not a cryptocurrency or well informed about cryptocurrencies, it is a blockchain. But see it as a highway of information that we need. It's the backbone that we need for all our stuff to operate, for K-Merchant to do quick transactions. You don't want to do a K-Merchant transaction and be bogged down by an overloaded Ethereum network. Right? It's the information superhighway that we need for the ATMs, for the exchange, for all these things to plug into, for the phone. Otherwise, you'll have a massive delay when you phone over the blockchain. So it's already live, and the cool thing is that CaratNet is also an open source blockchain. So you could.
So this is, the phones are probably going to run on CaratNet a bit then, or the technology certainly,
It has to, The other blockchains are literally too slow. You know, you will just fall into a queue. And it's an open source blockchain, so it means that a developer can develop their own application on that and also plug into our gold-based economy. So that is now lifting off the ground. Then unlimited access at the cash gold exchange machines. Now this has caused some confusion. We still have the limitation in Karatbit to withdraw 1 gram per day per account. So, but this means that I can accumulate the QR codes. Once I withdraw, a QR code is issued. I take the QR code to the ATM and it will pop out the physical cash gold. I can now accumulate my QR codes. I can go to a cash gold machine and I can withdraw any number.
All right, okay.
I can withdraw.
If you have 100.
Given that there is enough stock in the
cash gold, Okay.
Next point, IPO announced from our chairman of the board, Joseph Hyde. On 15 December, we will publish the official IPO prospectus. In this, you will receive all the relevant information about the IPO. So an IPO, for those who don't know, is an initial public offering. This is when a company goes from private to public, and they offer their prospectus for initial share investors before it goes public on the exchanges. So they've communicated that they would want to list on New York Stock Exchange, the Joburg Stock Exchange, Frankfurt Stock Exchange, and also an exchange in Brasilia. So that is massive news. There's so many people, that don't understand the crypto world. I've spoken to to someone, he says, yeah, no, he doesn't touch anything that is not listed with the JSE, the Joburg Stock Exchange, which is very short-sighted, because if you think about KBC being listed on 15 of the biggest exchanges, they make the Joburg Stock Exchange look Mickey Mouse, you know.
Yeah. But a lot of people are still like, I deal with a lot of clients like that as well, who are just, they don't see things, the future happening right so quickly. And I'm one of those people, you know, who's for a long time didn't even look at Bitcoin. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are out there who 2001, 2002, 2008, 2009, you know, when it was still a good opportunity, didn't even bother. And now this is what we have here. Here's the exact same replication happening in front of us. Is that this is going to be, you know, 10 years from now, having any of these coins is going to be like where Bitcoin is now. But Bitcoin will, I'm pretty sure of it, 10 years from now, will be unpurchasable. Bitcoin will be like 150,000 or something stupid. Wow. And we just won't be able to buy it. Like one person won't be able to buy one Bitcoin. It'll be like buying a house. I'm sure of it. And I can see it happening in time. Yeah. You know, we're only in a small gap, but 10 years from now, it could be well worth 100,000 for one Bitcoin, which means KBC's one KBC in that kind of ecosystem could easily be well over 20, 30 bucks a coin. It's mad.
That would not be anything drastic, you know, if it goes into that. Because compare Bitcoin to the Karatbars coin, we have Bitcoin is an algorithm on the blockchain. They have the first mover advantage, but there's nothing else there, right?
There's nothing else but first mover advantage, yeah. Yes. And a really good story, if you want to put it.
What do we have in Karatbars?
Yeah, you have gold,
physical gold.
Physical gold. You can literally decide, oh, I don't want these crypto monies anymore. I'm going to draw it out. I'm going to go to the Karatbars ATM and I'm going to take out 100 grams of gold. And you can decide to do that. You can just decide, like right now.
The whole ecosystem, the phone, the laptop,
exactly.
The K-Merchant, all of this, you know, that plugs in. So we really have a lot to compete in the crypto market, and they're not promises. They are being rolled out as we speak. Some of them are already functional and active and being used. So yes, that is pretty awesome. We spoke about K-Merchant, but yeah, I think with the IPO, just to mention again there, a lot of people that have a traditional mindset of what is the due diligence that's been done. The moment that a company is listed, and this will be for KC Bank, for the Karatbars Bank, and they will do the IPO as I understand it. The moment you've gone through the rigorous requirements and due diligence to list a company publicly and all the corporate governance that's required for that, there's no doubt, you know, that everything is legitimate, you know. So we have been, we've had the smear campaign that, you know, where we have someone that has smeared the company with all sorts of accusations, and a company that is serious about business and their future will not be listing an initial public offering, you know.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to find out about that offering. I'd probably buy shares. I bought shares in, well, I can't say other brands on there, can I? Oh, I did. No, anyway, I bought shares before in other companies and it worked out well for me. I think that this is one that I would happily buy shares in. Maybe
and
like
Michael,
a couple of thousand.
You talk about Bitcoin in 10 years, but think about Moore's Law. Moore's Law is the rate of technology growth, says that technology doubles. I think at the moment it's about every 16 months, if I'm correct.
Yeah, you don't need to, you don't, like, we're living, like, I know that we say that, oh, in the West, we're so far forward and we have all these things, but you and I live in that halfway divide, you know what I mean, where we know West and East pretty well. And if you look East, you know, and you go look at what's happening in places like China, Japan, and then when you see like rapid growth, we're talking growth that is unprecedented on world scale, you know, like, look at these cities that are just blowing up there. blowing up there. And if you look what happens there, normally trickles down to us very quickly, actually. You know, something new comes out, the super phone, Android, and the next thing we have Apple making this great product, and the next thing, you know, that all came from China, you know, 100%. And debatably, some people still debate that Japan had a big influence with Bitcoin because of the unnamed Satoshi Nakamoto, which we don't know who he is. Essentially, no one has a clue who he is. But everything there is changing so fast that that's where you need to look to see what's going to happen next. And when you start to see that places like China don't pay in cash, they literally use their phone to pay for everything. And you realize the youth there, that's how they take their money. They have different things. Obviously, they have their Chinese version to Karat Gold. I'm not sure what it is, but they have their own payment systems there that use blockchain, that use these types of technologies. And we realize that us here in the West are just catching up on this still. We still stupidly use our credit card for everything and pay 23 point something or 25 point something% on this money that we just pay off. You know, it's stupid. Whereas this is going to be literally, you make a purchase, you've got 5,000 on your phone or in your wallet account, and just going to walk up to a vendor and you'd be like, I want those trainers, or I want that, and he's just going to be like, holds up his phone, he says, it's $25.95, and you click it with your phone. It's going to revolutionize how we trade. Absolutely. Not only that, it's also going to be for a fair amount of time very private. The anonymity of what you purchase is going to come back, which is something that the world, as you and I know a world of anonymity because we're older. You know, we knew before Facebook even came out, before anything, when purchases were just a purchase and you could give cash and, you know, draw the cash. It was just, you know, different. Now everything is, you make a purchase online and it's, you know, revolved around. You know, that cookie takes your information. It's interesting, you know. This is going to give some anonymity back. And the world doesn't even know what that feels like yet anymore, to have some anonymity back.
This is the slogan of the phone and the voice over blockchain protocol, is that privacy is the new order. And here we are in the ecosystem of complete privacy. And the moment, what's interesting for me, the moment I saw them launch the laptop, which does have a NCF, what is it, a near field,
the card,
exactly what you're talking about, where there's just a near field and the transaction happens. When I saw that, I thought about Apple. I thought about Apple is a company that has a certain uniqueness and a certain culture. Yes, they're not the only one manufacturing laptops. They're not the only one manufacturing phones, but Apple is almost, I want to say, like a cult. You know,
it is. But for these brands, like I work in marketing, so essentially for it to work, it's a brand. That's what makes Apple great. It's the same with Karatbars. It's a brand, Karatbars, that all of us affiliates love to the dying end, because not only has it been there for us, but it's backed up with what it said. Like, we get gold. Yes, there's hardships and it's hard and you have to figure it out and you have to read the back office and you have to have these discussions with other affiliates to get to understand what's going on, really. And that's part of why we make these videos, because if we struggle to understand it, we can be sure that there's many people that struggle to understand it as well. So it's good that we have these discussions, say, this is what I know and this is what you know. But when you start to see how this is being implemented, it's mad. It's absolutely mad.
It's going to become very real and very tangible for many people soon. Yeah. And if you think about Karatbars and what is the uniqueness, if we compare ourselves to Apple, because we're developing this whole ecosystem of elements. And our uniqueness, in my opinion, is that everything that we do is based on the gold standard. We are operating in a high-tech modern world, but before 1971, when money was still real, when money was still based on physical gold. So that is our uniqueness. And I think let's wrap up there, my friend, so that the video doesn't get too long. But that is what I want people to take away, is that we where is this company going? And you are already part of it. If you are not yet, please do take action and start. Even if you don't understand everything right now, take action and get going. We will support you.
Yeah. Sign up, guys. We can. If you know, our 2 links will be in the bottom of this video. Pick one. Really, it's here or there for us. Really, we want people to get in here and to get started with having your own business on Karatbars, you know, and selling these packages yourself and getting the commissions that are available, because the commissions are amazing, I would say. And I work in marketing, so I know some of the other commissions. These commissions are amazing. Amazing commissions.
Okay, all the best, and like and share and spread the news. We look forward to seeing this roll out, and also look forward to your actions.